Some of you may know him as KD, but basketball fans know him as Kevin Durant, who plays for the Brooklyn Nets. We'll take a deep dive into his lifestyle, which will include his house, cars, and net worth. James McClain of Dirt reports that NBA player Kevin Durant spent $15.6 million on a property in California. Ben Simmons, a point guard for the Nets, purchased a mansion in the same area for a price slightly lower than what is being reported. Durant buying the house before it was even built means he bought it before he even touched the general market for real estate. As a result, only a limited amount of data about Durant's land is available online. Durant's new home is a sprawling mansion with over 10,000 square feet across 2 stories and 1.8 acres of property at the end of a peaceful cul-de-sac. The mansion is in a gated community in LA's San Fernando Valley where many famous individuals live. As a result, the security around the home is more stringent than in other parts of the city. Some of the most famous athletes and musicians in history have called the Hidden Hills community home. Madonna, the Kardashians, Lori Loughlin, Drake, John Stamos, and many more are among the current residents of the same neighborhood. After selling his beachside Malibu property to television franchise creator Anthony Zucker for about $12.2 million, the Brooklyn Nets power forward bought the Hidden Hills home. The Malibu mansion that the Nets star forward sold was a multi-story property with around 4 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms in all, and an elevator serving each floor. The Malibu beachside home was ultra-modern and featured white walls, French oak floors, and skylights. Sliding glass doors in the main living area of the home went directly to the backyard. Kevin Durant previously had a home in Oakland, California for a lot less than the $15.6 million he paid for his current estate in Hidden Hills. The Ridgemont area of Oakland Hills is home to the 9,084 square foot residence. Architect Mike Burgess was responsible for the design of this home, which includes around 7 bedrooms and 8 baths. The mansion's spectacular glass walls and ceiling-to-floor windows provide a panoramic vista of the San Francisco Bay Area. Multiple balconies offer additional vantage points inside the building. An elegant kitchen, dining area, and living room all come together in one spacious great space. From everywhere inside, you can see the expansive backyard and the Bay Area. An outside spiral staircase leads from the main floor to the basement of the mansion. 2 apartments, one with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and the other with a studio and a spectacular media room, are located on the lower level of their home, making them ideal for the NBA players' guests. The total value of Durant's car collection is over $4 million, more than any other NBA player. Second is LeBron James with over $2 million, third is James Harden, and in fourth is Steph Curry with just over $750,000. In addition to his Rolls-Royce Phantom and Lamborghini Aventador Roadster, his collection also features a 1969 Chevrolet Camaro SS, a 1964 GT40, and a Ferrari California. Cassandra Anderson was widely reported to be Kevin Durant's girlfriend most recently. She's a realtor from California-based Berkshire Hathaway Drysdale Properties and was born and raised there. There, in Bakersfield, she completed her secondary education. In 2007, she won 3 Offensive MVP awards and was named the best player in Bakersfield, California. She won 3 Bakersfield California Player of the Year awards and was the offensive most valuable player on 3 separate occasions. Anderson played volleyball for the University of Florida Gators. She was a teammate of Doc Rivers' daughter, Callie Rivers, on the Gators volleyball team. She earned her BA in Tourism and Recreation in 2012. Anderson's real estate career began that year. She got a real estate license in LA and worked there for a year before relocating to Pleasanton, California. Currently, Kevin Durant is single from what we gather on social media. Kevin Durant is worth an estimated $200 million. To put it simply, Kevin is one of the highest paid athletes in the world. One of the top 5 highest paid players in the NBA, his $42 million salary puts him in elite company. Each year, he adds tens of millions to his already substantial income thanks to his several lucrative endorsement deals. Between June 2019 and June 2020, Kevin made $65 million from his different sources of income. Kevin joined the Brooklyn Nets the year after spending the previous 3 seasons with the Golden State Warriors on a contract worth a total of $164 million over 4 years. More than 40 of his investments were made when the company was in its infancy, making him a very active tech advisor. During his time at Nike, Kevin has amassed an annual salary of $26 million. His annual income from endorsement deals and his $42 million NBA contract exceeds $68 million. Kevin's off-court endorsement deals with giants like Gatorade, Nike, Degree, and others have netted him an estimated $36 million. About $65 million a year flows to Durant via salary and endorsements. Additionally, he's put money into several different startups. He has a modest investment portfolio that includes shares of Postmates and the mobile investment platform Acorns. Production agreements have been signed by Kevin's media company with Fox, ESPN, Apple, and Showtime. In a word, yes. As a YouTuber, Kevin Durant isn't exactly unknown, but he does have a fair amount of viewership. Boardroom has changed throughout the years, but Kevin Durant still makes frequent visits to give his take on the NBA and other hot topics. Not everyone will enjoy the channel, but Durant supporters will appreciate the insight into their hero's thinking. Hearing Durant speak about the issues he finds most important is another opportunity for his supporters to have a personal connection to the star outside of the court. Many NBA greats eventually realize that there is more to life than basketball. His restaurant, KD's Southern Cuisine, is an example of what many famous athletes do once their playing careers are over. Not much is known about it now, but it was probably an intriguing attempt by Durant to test the waters in new business arenas. The restaurant was the starting point for most of his current endeavors. Some of the most famous basketball players in the world today were once considered little by their peers. Kevin Durant, on the other hand, seems to have sprouted to around 6 feet tall by the time he was a mid-schooler. Growing up with that kind of height could have challenged him, but he was probably sought after by every sports club in the area. Fortunately, Durant was also a talented athlete, so his towering stature served only as icing on the cake. Kevin Wayne Durant was born on September 29, 1988. The 2-time Finals MVP and 2 Olympic gold medals are just some of the many honors that Durant has received. Durant, a native of Washington, D.C., has always had a deep love for the sport of basketball. When he was a teen, he and his dad would take a road trip wherever one of his basketball teams had a competition. In addition to his academic achievements, he's also distinguished himself on the basketball courts of the institutions he attended. In recognition of his outstanding athletic ability, he became the first freshman in history to win both the Oscar Robertson and Adolph F. Rupp prizes after enrolling at the University of Texas. Thanks to his tremendous skill, he was able to skip his sophomore year of college and enter the NBA draft right away. Durant's greatest accomplishment as a pro basketball player was at the 2012 Olympics, where he not only broke the record for most points scored in an Olympic basketball tournament, but he also helped the U.S. national team win gold. At the 2016 Summer Games, he was back with the squad and they won gold again. He won 2 consecutive NBA titles while playing with the Golden State Warriors. If you like this video, you might like his teammate Kyrie Irving's video. Now, do you think Durant will win another championship? Share your thoughts in the comment section below.